Hi, how are you? My name's John Bach with Elite Credit Solutions. We're based in Tampa, Florida, but we do business all across the United States. We're an affordable credit repair company, and we help many people to achieve their goals. I'd like to talk to you about your credit card spending habits. We just got through the Christmas holidays, and Christmas is fun for all of us, no matter how old you are, whether you're a young child or adult, trying to provide magic for your own children or grandchildren. Um, you're you're given credit cards with a limit, and I know it's so easy to say, "I've got $500 more on the credit card. I'll worry about it later." Um, yeah, and maybe you've got that under control. You got a pretty good job. You got a steady paycheck, so that's no problem. You get through Christmas, all your credit cards are maxed out, and so you get busy working some overtime so you can get the credit cards paid down. I read something this year that something like 75. It's a high number. 75% of people who ran up credit card debt from last year was still paying it this year come Christmas. The credit side to that, there's something called credit utilization. This is the probably one of the biggest things on your credit report. What that means in very general terms, and we'll keep the math simple. Let's just say you have a Capital One credit card for $300. You have to keep, yeah, $300 limit. You have to keep that below 30%. That's across the board, and there's actually better percentages if you can keep it in the single digits. But your goal at all times is to keep that below 30%. That means you should not be spending over $100 of that $300 limit card. Most people fail at that. They get a $500 card and they keep spending until they've got $499 build up. And oftentimes, I see a lot of credit reports. Oftentimes, they're over limit charges, which sometimes are $35, $40. And that looks bad on a credit report also. But um, that affects your credit utilization rate. It affects your FICO score. I guarantee if you've got a very high credit card utilization or revolving utilization rate, you probably have a lower credit score also. So that affects two areas: credit utilization, and it affects your credit score. If you're going to buy a house soon, they're also going to pull your debt to income ratio. They're going to look at that. It's a very similar rate, but it's supposed to be below 30% also. So your revolving credit you may have good credit score to get a credit or to get a house, and your credit utilization's high or your debt to income ratios is high, and that could cost you chances of getting a house. So the moral of the story is try to keep your utilization below 30%, even if you keep it low. And if you've got three or four cards, you want to keep that below 30% for each card. You are given a total on the credit report, but there are some lending programs that's going to look and see how you're doing on each card. So if you need to transfer your balance on one card to the other just to even it out, you want to do that. I have a lot of business clients that they run up the card. Remember that $300 limit I told you? Let's say they've got a $300 limit, and they'll run it up to $290, but they're turning around and paying it off real quick. Now they get hit often because they made the payment too late. So if you're one of those people that likes to pay it off each month, maybe you're using it for business expenses, just reach out to your credit card companies and they can tell you how they report or what day they can report. You probably want to get that payment in maybe 7 to 10 days before that reporting date. So I have my car finance company. You actually can be 30-day late, but they don't report to the end of the month. My due date's on the 15th. So, as an example, if I didn't make the payment, I'd have an extra 15 days. But in some cases, that's not always the case. So just reach out to your credit card company. They can let you know how they report to the bureaus, and you'll be able to make those arrangements on your finances. Try to pay down your credit cards as quick as possible so it's not hurting your credit score, and you should be able to recover from Christmas in a very short amount of time. Just by chance, if you do need help with your credit or you have very high credit card debt, we can help with those things. We actually have a company, a settlement company that we work with that can help with the credit card debt if you're specifically needing help on that. And we'd be happy to help with that also. Thanks for your time. My name again is John Bach with Elite Credit Solutions. We're in Tampa, Florida. We're able to help anybody across the United States. We can be reached at 813 317 6776. Thank you.